Hello all. Welcome to the fourth unit of the of soft skills and interpersonal skills. So we have been doing writing skills since the past couple of sessions, and in this session we will be taking up a writing skill, which is something that you have known and that you know ever since your childhood, right? And you have also done it as part of your effective technical communication syllabus in your second year. Okay. So the topic I'm talking about here is email, right? So email is, as you know, the full form of email is called or is known as electronic mail, right? So it is a medium of communication which sends and receives messages through uh, specially designed computer networks. And due to the boom of information technology in this day and age, it has gained, you know, it has gained a lot of popularity. And it has not just gained popularity, it has become indispensable in our everyday life, right? In our daily life. Because most organizations use email in order to communicate with each other, in order to technically communicate with each other. And even if we have to send messages when our WhatsApp and Facebook chats and Instagram are not working, we resort to email only. We don't resort to sending physical letters that used to be prevalent at one point of time in the 20th century, right? Now, before we get into the structure of an email, there are a few things that we have to keep in mind, as in why is it that email is advantageous in this day and age. Okay, so this is something that we have to keep in mind. So why is it that email is advantageous? The email is advantageous because it has got a high speed, because unlike a physical letter for which you would have to wait for days and days and days before it actually got delivered, email has got a high speed, it has got a low cost. So in order for a physical letter to be delivered, you have to go to the post office, and service charge would be required. Okay, so bit of money would be, uh, x would be a bit of money would be spent from your pocket. But email does not require any of that. For email, you just need to press a few buttons, and then uh you know your message is sent in just a few seconds, and it is efficient. Why? Because if the message is sent in just a few seconds, then the person from the other side will be able to respond immediately, and this results in efficient communication, and communication becomes much more efficient in this way. Okay, now we come to the structure of an email, which is something that you all know, because this particular interface is present whenever you visit your Google, right? Whenever you visit your Google Mail, or whenever you visit your, uh, Google interface, that is, right? So, what is the structure of an email? So, the first thing, or the first section that an email consists of, is heading. Now, heading has got various subsections, which are date, from, to, CC, and BCC. Date means, of course, the date on which you're sending the email. It will be there by default. Sender's address, that means your address. To address is your address. Oh, sorry, is the recipient's address to whom you are sending the email. CC and BCC are carbon copy and blind carbon copy. And these are pretty similar to each other, except for the fact that BCC is more secretive. In what way? CC means, carbon copy means, if you are sending an email to a particular recipient, you want to keep a copy of that to some other users as well, with some other users as well. So for them to have a copy, you need to CC them. Okay, and it will be appearing to the recipient as well, like who are the other users for it. Now, BCC, that is a blind carbon copy, is nothing but it is more secretive. Of course, you keep a copy of it, but the recipient of your email will not be able to know with whom you are keeping a copy, right? So, in that way, BCC is more secretive. Okay. Then we come to salutation. Okay. Salutation means how you actually, uh, address the how you actually address the recipient of your email. Now, it can be dear Mr. Bright, or dear sir, or respected sir, or things like that. Then we come to the main body, which begins with the first paragraph of which begins on a friendly note, and then you state the main purpose. Then, in the subsequent paragraphs, you justify your point and with supporting details and background information, and then you close it Then you close the body by restating the main point again. Okay, by restating the main point and purpose again. Okay, after that we come to the closing. Okay, now closing means the way you began your salutation, that is dear, you close it again with an act of politeness like best regards, kind regards, regards sincerely, yours faithfully, thank you, all the best, like that. And in the end, you add your signature. That is the name of the person sending the email. That is a sender's name. That is your name. If you are sending them email, your name. And if you want, you can write your designation, your uh, the company you are working for, and all of those things. Okay. So this is basically your email, and it should be drafted in a concise, correct, and clear manner. And okay, and it should help in easy upward communication and even downward communication. Okay, so that's all about your email. Okay, we will be back with more writing skills in the next few sessions of the fourth unit. Thank you so much.